Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. I do want to just take a few minutes of your time to talk to you about what today has begun. And subhanAllah, today, January 13th, 2024, we have entered one of the 4 sacred months of the Islamic calendar, which is called Rajab. And Rajab is the 7th month in the Islamic Hijri calendar. It precedes the month of Sha'ban and the holy month of Ramadan. May we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to see, experience, and gain the fruits and the rewards from Ramadan. Say Ameen. Now, the significance of Rajab is that because it's one of the 4 sacred months of the year, the initiation of fighting was prohibited during the 4 sacred months. So that was prohibited for someone to do. Second, all the transgressions during these months weighed heavier as wrong deeds. So even if you did something wrong during these sacred months, it weighed heavier. And all sincere acts of worship, all the good deeds were deemed more virtuous, meaning you got more reward or multiplied. Your reward was multiplied during these sacred months. So we want to take advantage that we are in entering the month of Rajab, that we increase in our good deeds, also with the mindset that what we do is getting us more reward. And if we do anything of a shortcoming, it's going to get us more of weight on the sin aspect. Now, some key events that took place in Rajab and why it's also so special is that on the 13th of Rajab, it was the birthday of Ali radiallahu anh, which was the cousin and companion of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And 2, on the 27th night of Rajab, that was the time the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam embarked the night journey, which is called and famous for Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, subhanallah. There was also 2 different events that happened in the 9th and Rajab 9AH, which is the Battle of Tabuk. The Battle of Tabuk took place when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ took 30,000 men to face the Roman army. And as a result, the Romans retreated and the peace agreement was made. And the last, which was in 583 AH, Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi liberated Jerusalem after 88 years of the Crusader occupation. Now we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month of Rajab, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to end the occupation on our brothers and sisters in Gaza and grant them victory over those that oppress them. Now, why is this something very important for me and you to understand? Is that we want to take advantage of this month. SubhanAllah, Rajab is the month to sow the seeds, Sha'ban is the month to water the crop, and Ramadan is the month to reap the harvest, subhanallah. So we want to take advantage of Rajab. We want to be able to kind of do our best and put in the energy. And many of them say that Rajab is walking, where Sha'ban is jogging, and Ramadan we do a full sprint. That means we want to make sure that we're taking exactly what we need and doing what we need to implement in these months to get the best outcome from this. Now, Rajab is a time to really prepare ourselves for Ramadan, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said the month of Rajab is the month of forgiveness, mercy, and pardoning. And it's so important to seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in order to gain purification, in order to gain the closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So one, I want you to kind of look at yourself and make yourself a plan on what you want to do. And actually start walking the plan. Don't wait till the first day of Ramadan. Start walking the plan now in Rajab and accelerate in Sha'ban and then go full blast in Ramadan so we can actually gain the fruits of Ramadan, subhanallah. And I want you to do one thing: forgive yourself for any and all shortcomings, identifying them and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you, to pardon you, and to mend your way and to dispose of your affairs. And if somebody wronged you, I'm going to ask you to purify your heart and purify your intentions and find it in your heart to forgive them and pardon them and overlook any and all shortcomings that are happening to you. In that way, you can enter these beautiful sacred months with a clean heart, with a clear mind, and a plan ready to be executed. So I hope and I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us the barakah of the month of Rajab, the barakah of the month of Sha'ban, and obviously allows us to experience the beautiful blessed month of Ramadan, and He allows us to gain what we need to gain to strengthen our faith, to purify ourselves, and to get His love and His mercy always and forever. Allahuma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.